Japan's most haunted forest, Aokigahara. This is the story of a man named Ryo, who had lost the battle with life's difficulties. One day he decided to end his life. Ryo, an ordinary Japanese man, was surrounded by bad circumstances, and his heart was broken. He had lost all hope in the world. One day he heard about Aokigahara, known as Japan's suicide forest. This forest had become a place where many people ended their lives, and those who went there never returned. Ryo thought to himself, "This is the right place. If I go there, no one will ever find me." On a cold morning, he began walking towards the forest. He was scared, but the fear inside him was far greater than the fear of the forest. As soon as he entered the woods, he felt an eerie silence. The wind was cold and heavy. The trees seemed to absorb all the sound. The deeper Ryo went into the forest, the more uneasy he felt. There was no one around, but he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. With every step, his heartbeat raced faster. Suddenly, he heard footsteps. Someone was walking behind him. He turned around in a panic but saw nothing. He kept walking deeper into the forest, and the darkness grew heavier. Suddenly, he heard a chilling voice say, "Why have you come?" Ryo startled and looked around, but saw nothing. Then he noticed a figure standing in front of him. It was a woman, but her face had no expression. Her clothes were torn and her eyes were empty. The woman looked at him and said, "Why have you come here? Do you want to become like me?" Ryo, trembling, replied, I can't live anymore." The woman laughed and her face suddenly twisted. Her eyes were burning and her hair waved in the air. "This forest traps everyone. You'll lose not just your body, but your soul too." Ryo began to tremble in fear. He tried to run, but with every step he took, the trees around him seemed to bend and lean toward him. The branches reached out, almost as if they were trying to grab him. Ryo realized he was trapped. The forest was not going to let him go. Then as he turned one last time, the woman was standing right in front of him. "You can't leave here. You'll become like us," she said. And in the blink of an eye, Ryo disappeared into the darkness. Even today, those who enter Aokigahara never return. This forest remains a place where countless suicides have taken place, and anyone who dares to uncover its secrets should remember one thing. Sometimes, within the fear, there are forces that surround us and devour our soul. The end.